Culture is dying. That's right, listeners. I just called y'all listeners. Never doing that again. Um, but no, I'm being so serious. Culture as we know it is dying. Day by day, more people are encouraged to consume, but not produce. Everyone is being reduced to simply sitting and scrolling, constantly buying, looking for the next thing. Make it. Make it yourself. I just spent 12 whole minutes talking about how you are important, how you have a unique perspective and can offer so many things that no one else can. Yet you're using all that potential of yours and just letting it go to waste. If you're watching this, I want you to pause the video. Stand up, look in the mirror, look in your eyes. And it's going to be a little uncomfortable, but look and think about it. Should I really scroll? Or should I go outside and build relationships? Or should I go outside and talk to people? Or should I go outside and create? Oh, but what if people judge me? What if, create it, make it. They'll doubt you till it works, and then you're a genius. That's just the cycle. That's the way of the world. I talked about this, I think, in my first episode. Just start. Just create. You cannot spend your life as a consumer. Because if you do that, you're never going to be fulfilled. Greed is an insatiable thirst. It is a hunger that never stops. And if you think that, let me just get this new thing and I'll be satisfied, I got news for you. Newer thing just dropped. And then the newest thing will come out and it'll just keep on going. And because of that, we struggle to live in the now. We struggle to be aware of our surroundings. We struggle so much. People can barely hold conversations because they're too busy consuming. Production doesn't have to be something that's tangible. You can't even produce good relationships. What are you doing? You are so special and you are squandering your potential. Go produce, go create, go make things. If not with your hands, then with your mind. Go make things. Art is not just a thing. Art is not something you have to buy. Art is something you create. Art is something you produce. Art is a message you want to send to the world. Today, I made a new piece that I was very proud of. After a hot minute, obviously I'm working every day on something, whether that be music, photography, digital artworks. Um, Digital artworks had kind of been cast to the side for a minute because I really wanted to focus on my album, New Sounds. Make sure you check out all those singles. I think we got 3 or 4 more to go, and the whole album will be out. And that is, wow, I just said that out loud. It's like a crazy feeling. But more importantly, I made something after a really long time that I looked at, and it provoked so many emotions in me. You know, the reason I am trying to push you to create and to produce all the time is because a lot of what happens is when you are creating and it happens organically, it's your subconscious communicating with your regular conscious. These emotions that you feel but you're not necessarily sure of, they are able to communicate with you, and you're able to understand what your body needs. You're able to understand these feelings that may have been bothering you. You will feel lighter when you produce. You will feel clearer. You will feel a sense of clarity. And when I was looking at my artwork, I kind of took a step back because my process, it really varies, especially depending on what I'm doing. Photography, you kind of just sit and like let the world come to you, and you're like, boom, I found it. Whereas like with music and with art, you kind of just like have to live it. You don't find it, it just happens. I guess it's kind of the same thing. There are very different feelings involved in the creation of both. But in making that painting, I realized, there are things I cannot communicate with my words, which I do through my work. Obviously, music is all of my words, but the specific sounds I choose, the feelings I want to make you feel and understand that I'm feeling and going through these things, I can't put those in words. You know, this painting, I looked at it and I was like, wow, I've been meaning to really capture this feeling that I've been having for so long. And it's right there on my screen. And that's the beauty of it, you know. And if you don't produce, someone else will. And you'll just end up another consumer once again. Now, I'm not saying you should completely stop consuming, because consumption does, it leads to a little bit of inspiration. I consume a lot of music, and it inspires me. I look up to a lot of these people because of their artwork, not necessarily because of who they are. I want to draw that distinction before I get heat for that. But you gotta make stuff. I feel like recently, my past, this video and the one before, have just been me like talking at y'all, saying one thing on repeat, like a chant. But I realize now that if I don't repeat it, it won't get through to people. If I don't be clear, people don't have the time to sit down and really understand. And I think that's another reason, if you are always consuming, your message gets lost. A prime example for me is, let's say I want to write a song about a very specific thing that happened to me. And that same day that I was going to start writing this song, I had been listening to a lot of Drake. Like a lot. Um, there were a couple songs, Child's Play being one of them. The one where he's like, why you gotta fight with me at Cheesecake? You know I let it go there. Um, and that was playing. And when I was trying to write, that was the only melody I could think about. And that is because I kept consuming. I became a consumer. Even when I was trying to produce, it hindered me. Which is why I am trying to explain to everyone who's watching this, you need to go make things. I don't care if that is making a meal. I don't care if that's making a new relationship. Just make something. If not for me, do it for yourself. And if not for yourself, do it for me. It depends. Like however you function, do it. Because you are so unique and you are so special that it's a shame that people refuse to harness that. Everyone has like an aura to them. Not not aura farming, but like they have a vibration, they have a vibe. I whenever I meet people, I feel like I see like a color. Um and the more I get to know them, it becomes a more specific tone. Um one person that I really like hanging out with, they're like the most loud yellowish green, like a very like pastel bright, just like it just feels like there's life in the room. And she could be silent, um but it's just like boom. That's and that's because she's able to produce, and they're able to make their message clear. It's not bogged down by constantly consuming. And I think everyone has to be able to do that, because if you keep consuming, you won't be able to produce, you won't be able to get your message across. How would you feel if you lost the ability to communicate with others because you were too busy consuming? No one could understand you, only understand the things that you consumed. You're not a TikTok. You're not a bag. You're not a video game that you just bought. You're all of those things, but consuming limits you. Producing is what reveals how all of those things impacted you. I'll see you next time.